most of them. I'm back with a spliff. I'm getting towards the end of my weed now. So, yeah, I mean, it's lasted me. It has lasted me. And yeah, just been chilling and smoking it. But then I thought I'd just come on and make a little quick video and say wagwan. And yeah. Hope you're on good vibes, you're staying blessed, life is treating you well. I'm feeling good. As I said, I've just been staying and smoking. So a little bit disappointed that I haven't really gone anywhere, because it would have been nice to have gone somewhere. While I had weed, that way obviously if you're out and about you can smoke a zoot. Also I do smoke less as well if I'm just about. But either way, I'm feeling good, mate. At some point I will have to pick up some weed. Probably this evening. But yeah. I've also been beating myself up because I've not made the most of fucking being off of lockdown. Because I didn't really, I don't know, I found that a lot of people just used it as an excuse in order to fucking fail in life. And realise that everything is a piece of shit, literally. But it's only when it goes wrong, and like people being out of work and things like that is their main thing of like, oh, but work. And I do understand the point of like being occupied, especially if you enjoy what you do and you have a passion or your own business, and I can understand and empathise with those people when it all came to a grinding halt. But otherwise, yeah. But then I know nothing good is coming. And I know it's not good to say that and it's negative, but like, it's just like there's so much different shit that's just going to be put on us. It's just fucking, and nobody wants to fucking take it seriously. And if you talk about it like in the street or whatever, or if you're just randomly sat somewhere and you mention it, everyone gets all like fucking jumpy and nervous and fucking aggy about it. But it's like, it's the truth, like, it's the truth. But they don't want to believe that that would happen. Like, that's the point. They don't want to believe, and then when it happens, it's too late. And they go, oh yeah, but oh, it's like, well. But yeah, that's the only reason why I've been a bit annoyed about it, because, yeah. But then, it's not about fucking lockdown, mate. It's not about lockdown. I do wish that they would implement lockdown more often, though, as like a standard thing in daily society, where just everything shuts. Literally everything shuts, and the planet just has a chance just to take a break from human beings for a bit. Also makes people grateful for what they have, and to realise that how much of a bubble we're living in, and that they allow us to do so much. But that's the thing, like, there's people that say, oh, the government will never have me, like, they'll never have me, the system will never get me. It's like, like, that's the point, like, they already have you. So you just have to live your life while you can, because at any moment, like, they can just tell everyone, don't go out, and then everyone just listens and says, okay. I mean, yeah, there was still a few people out, but the majority of people were fucking... Like, when I went to London, for example, at the first ever lockdown, and nobody knew what was going on, and it was just empty, like, the streets of London was cleared, like, I was the only one on the tube, mate. Like, can you imagine that? Like, there's nobody, like, it was like a movie, basically. So, yeah, it was a little bit disappointing, like, literally, it was a little bit disappointing. And then there was the whole protest thing, which I don't know how to fucking... I don't know what the answer is, mate. Like, I don't know what the answer is. Because even when you protest, like, it's just complete blackout on the media, so nobody actually knows that the people are rising up and that we're actually supporting each other, but the government won't show that. They won't show us actually supporting each other and talking to one another. They'll just show up the police just fucking coming to the protest saying, oh, there was people that was against lockdown, blah blah blah, and put their own narrative on it when it's not what happened at all. So I don't know, I just feel it's kind of pointless protesting, because unless you're actually there, and yeah, sure, it's good to protest in numbers, but unless people know that you're protesting, because there's people that will just stay in because they generally believe in law and they believe in government, and do you know what I mean? They wouldn't want to break the rules, like, they don't want to get in trouble, but then they don't understand that they're following a lie and they could actually stand up and break the rules. But yeah, in real life terms, for that to be actually implemented, you'd have to fucking commit so many crimes in order to fucking do the right thing. So you just fuck yourself, basically. And then doing the right thing suddenly becomes not doing the right thing and just being a criminal. But it's not cool. I don't know what to do, mate. I don't know what to do. And like I say, live your life, blah blah blah, but right here and now, like, I don't know. I don't know what the answer is, mate. Because while as an individual, I just think about myself. Like, I'm always thinking on that next level, the bigger picture, and like, mold society. So it's better later on, not necessarily for what you'll experience. Like, if you have a cause or whatever, you're not necessarily going to see the change in your lifetime. But you don't do it so that you can feel it. You do it so that other people will feel it. But yeah, I don't know. Mate. Fucking don't know. I do want to go out though, but I just, yeah, I don't know. It's just one of them ones. And then obviously it's a serious situation, yeah. But then at the same time, like, I don't know, there's just so many people in the world, yeah, and there's just so many different lives and cultures and ways of living that's going on, like, okay, yeah, this thing has hit the entire planet in some way or another, yeah, but at the same time, like, I'm just not convinced it's as bad as, like, people make out, and that's just because of this exact same situation, and then being, not in this specific thing with COVID, but just the government will say one thing and the entire world believes it, but I've been actually in the place, what they're talking about, and that's not what's happening at all. Or the government have warned you from going somewhere, and then you go there, and then it's completely not what they've said, and it's just like, yeah, but you're basically just lying just so that... Oh, it's just a bit weird, mate. And I just take it well seriously, because it's not a good thing that we're just deceived, but at the same time, like, there's certain things, it's just like mass panic, and it's just people being like stupid basically, and not allowing themselves to be people, and like we're not treated as people and adults, like we're just bossed about, so people just get used to just being told what to do all the time, so when everything stops and collapses, like they just fucking just fight each other basically, and just turn on each other because they don't know how to survive without being told how to survive. Like, it's very sad, like, it's very sad, but it's not everywhere that's like that, that's what I'm saying to you, it's just fucking England. And then obviously Europe gets lumped into that from being a Western country, and then America's just fucked their law onto themselves and too far gone. But yeah, everything else, like, I don't know, mate, I don't know. It's like, okay, you say just take a break, like relax, don't speak about it, just live your life in it, as long as you're doing the right thing, blah blah blah, but I don't know. Some people can do that, some people can just not care. And it's easier if you don't know, I guess, if you don't know, but once you know, and then you continue doing the things which you know is not necessarily beneficial to mankind, and you're just participating in that system, yeah, I just feel guilty. Like, literally, I feel guilty. And like having nice things and just like, do you know what I mean? Just having lights all the time and just using electricity all the time, and phones as well, communication, just the basics. Like food, I eat so much food, like just eat. But it's just like, why? Like, why? Like, there's just so much consumerism, and it's just as soon as you land, like when I came back here, and like I said before in other videos, when you come out of prison, it's like, okay, fine, it's the Netherlands, so it's Europe, so you've still got that sort of Western sort of feel to life, but it's a different culture and way of life, obviously, because it's a different country. But when you're coming out of prison now, it's just, your mind just has all these fucking ideas and all this of like, oh, I'm going to do this and I'm going to do that, and you're grateful for every single thing, which you then say is shit and a negative thing of being in a Western society. And it's just like, you think, oh yeah, this and blah blah blah, and you're almost just like, you don't want it because you know you could live without it. But then at the same time, it's like, okay, fine, I can understand why that was invented, and how, if that was never to be invented, how hard it would be and what we would have to live like. And so it's good to have progression, but at the same time, you come out, and then when you land, like, so you're coming out of prison now, and then you're back in normal society, everything is just going so fast. But then obviously I'm still in a foreign country, so there's still the novelty of me being English and like meeting new people, so it doesn't feel as bad. And then when you come back to England now, it's just like, I was in a real bad way, like literally a real bad way towards the end of my trip in the Netherlands, and like I literally was begging the government to have me back, like literally begging them, like I was in tears, mate, like literally I was in tears, and it was ages, it took about, I don't know, about 10 hours maybe, it was a long time, like literally it was a long time, and then even after that 10 hours, just all day, just spent just fucking talking to fucking different people in the government. I then had another day and a half where I was still like trying to get on a flight without a passport and all of this and fucking, it was just dreadful, mate. So I just was like, please just allow me to come back to England, blah blah blah. And this is what I mean, I have it good, yeah, and then I just fucking throw it all away because like this was nothing to do with COVID in these times. This is 2018 I first went over there, and it was a case of like, it was just the whole Brexit thing that was looming, but that's nothing, bro. Like, it didn't even matter in the end. But like, that's the whole reason why everyone's like, oh, just go back to England because it's just easier and blah blah blah. And if you get stranded but I should have just got stranded. Shoulda, coulda, woulda. But the point is, I wanted to come back here so much, and then you land, and it takes about, I don't know, the first sort of 6 months was just like constantly go go go, and it was just excitement and storytelling just from being back. And then I'd say it took me about 2 weeks, 2 or 3 weeks to come back to England, and especially after going to Kenya as well, and then the work that I was doing in Kibera, which is the slum. So obviously seeing like maximum extreme poverty, to then coming back to England and then being like, oh, I'm so grateful, blah blah blah. But then it's just like a super shock. Like as soon as you land, you're like, what the hell? Like you just see all the supermarkets just stacked with food, and like homeless people with fucking money and like fucking cookie dough ice cream and just fucking snacks and McDonald's and things like that. And like, you just like how everything is just so great, and then after a while you just forget. Like you just forget about like what we have and like everything else, and like everything working and functioning, and then you just get trapped into the cycle of like, I don't know, and it's just like England is not all that. It's good for money, as I say, but like it's just, you just get trapped. Like it's just actual trap. But when I get out, it's just, yeah. But because I've gotten out, I can survive. Like I can survive. Like yeah, okay, yeah, it's different and it's a culture shock, but I can survive. But it's just one of them ones where you just in the middle. But my only regret is coming back to England. But at the same time, like I was just on a bad spiral, bruv. Like a bad spiral. So I in that moment, I believed I was saving my life by coming back to England. Like I believe I was saving my life, like 100%. And it's not to say that I would not have changed paths and things could have turned around for the better. But yeah, I don't know. If I would have continued on that path, which is likely, because it's the Netherlands, in it, so you just fucking do what you want, have a good time. But if I was going to continue down that path, then yeah, no good would have come of it, mate. That's why I say, like, to stay, yeah, but then at the same time, just discuss with each other just how to be people and just get conversations going back again and fucking chilling with people and chatting to strangers and meeting new people and just caring about people and not just like constantly beefing with each other, because we've got it good and we don't realise that we've got it good, and that's the point. Like we're just distracted by so many things, not actually understanding like what we have. Like And sometimes I feel like I've done life too fast. Like I've done life way too fast, because it's like, what do you do if you've done like so many different things? Like I've tried a lot of things, like a lot of things. So it's just like, by default, this is where I end up coming back to. Like, no matter where I am on the planet, like, I would be pushed back here somehow, because obviously you have visas, and these are the things that I don't talk about, but it's like you've got visas, you've got, obviously the law and the legal side of it, depending on what country you're in, whether you have to have someone travel with you and accompany you when you go out. Like, there's so many different things that you have to think about, which will, like, okay, yeah, the country will be good and it's free and easy in sometimes, but obviously it's strict, way stricter than it is here. Like, here it's just like, it's controlled, but it's not strict. Like, do you know what I mean? It's not strict, and like, if you do get caught up in the system, it's dog shite, but you can survive it. Like, whereas some places it's just brutal. Like, it's just brutal, and you're not gonna come out plain sailing. Like, and that's how it is. Like, it's that, and it's just stuck like that. So, I don't know, mate. I don't know. And it's just a case of, okay, don't deep it, but then it's like, well, how do you not deep it? Like, I can't just not deep it. Like, this is my life. Like, this is my life. Like, my actual life. Like, it's not just me just seeing a newspaper article or me going on the internet and researching something called fucking. This is my actual life. So how do I fucking just switch off my life and just be like, okay, fine, forget everything that you know and just pretend as if you just live in a fucking. Ah. Huh. I'm thirsty, mate. Try now. It's like when you know a magic trick's done. It's just an illusion. Like, there's just something. It's like, for example, yeah, I watch YouTube and all of that, yeah, and Netflix as well for films and series. That's it. TV, no, no. Like, unless I'm at someone's house or something and they watch TV, because there's a common thing, people watch TV, but I don't watch TV. But then it's like, if there's TV on here, or there's a program or a documentary on, and it's something that I know about, like in life, and I've experienced, I can watch that program and know exactly how it would have happened in real life. But then you can see where on the TV they would lie, or they would use phrasing to change the context to make you think something else. So that program has a certain agenda, because they show you the actual the scenes and the clips, but they don't narrate it in the way that it's actually happening. So your eyes and what you're hearing are two different things. So like, you think you're seeing what you're hearing, but you're not. You're seeing something completely different. And like, but there's some people that watch TV and they'll just watch it and believe it's real. Like, they'll think, oh yeah, it's just, oh mate, it's just, oh god, like, it's just, yeah, I don't know, it's disappointing, because it's just like, I can't just be like, oh, because I know that, I know it's not real. Oh shit. That raises the question then, is it better not to know sometimes? But then I don't know, because once you know, it's just like, well, you know. And then there's obviously some things which is just, yeah, super high level, which once you know, you're either dead or you're on the run, or, yeah, you're actually gonna get like, you're gonna get newspaper articles, fucking the police hounding you, fucking the government hounding you. Like, there's certain things that, do you know what I mean, if you actually know them, you'll fucking get fucked. But even just the little things in life, like, it's like, that's a thing that, on a massive scale, if that was actually to be explained on a national level, then yeah, it would be a threat. But if it's just me talking about it, it's just like, you're just some random crazy guy. But it's like, I'm not fucking crazy, bro, because it's like, I've experienced what you're lying about. From both sides of the coin, so it's not a case of it's just a biased way, like, do you know what I mean? I've experienced both sides of the coin, with money and without. Hmm. I'm gonna smoke another spliff, to be fair, and then get some water, and I will pick up. I will pick up. That'll force me to go out. And yeah. So the birds are chirping, mate. Daylight has arrived. The sun is not up. Nevertheless. Oh, bloody hell. That's not a bad view, is it? It's not a bad view at all. Yeah. I'm on good vibes, mate. I'm ready for the day. Like, literally ready for the day. I got one more after this, a spicy rollie, which I've saved myself, and I'm also going to scrape the grinder, so it'll probably be a better spliff than this one, but this will do for now until the dealers wake up. And yeah, I've got a bit of time. Hyping myself to get out. And yeah. once again, things are not that bad, and I'm pleased to be making a video, even though I'm not doing much. Because once again, at some point, I will look back on this and remember these times, which is what keeps me going through the quiet moments, the quiet periods in life, the lulls. Yeah. Yeah. I'm going to leave it there, prepare myself for a bike ride. Anyway, stay blessed, stay lean, and peace.